Up ramp. XANTARES the first one to face. Flasher's coming in to maybe facilitate a peek, but indeed able to find the first. I was going to say maybe not as aggressive as you would expect. It's XANTARES who keeps fragging in, though. And now the Julies are in play for him, or will get taken out by Dafu. Surely you would say the damage has been done. However, 2 versus 2. Wolfie the only healthy one here. And getting that bomb down is going to be a challenge. Runs out of ammo. Both of them now so very low. Will manage to make their way across, or well, Wolfie will. Dafu doesn't. It's now just going to be dancing into B. They will get those smokes down. Nade returns here, and I think this should be all good. Woxic finds Dafu. Looking good indeed. Molly in the way. You know, they just don't really have time to cross in towards the site here, so not really.
Mid's not on the cards, actually. We're going to go back towards B, and Calyx finally, the flank strikes, finds the first, and now in such a terrible position here at XATIC. They're trying to shimmy around and outflank the Turkish player, but it's not working. Calyx, 4 kills in the round. Listen, it might just be the pistols. Needless to say, Calyx.
Here, we're going to have a B hit coming in, so testing the B defense on the XATIC side of things. Again, big damage with the utility, and not a single kill for the T side.
1-3, they're not even finding openings into these rounds with B hits. It was a nice idea. Wolfie still conspiring to bring them back into it. XANTARES, he's not on board with the narrative. Takes one down. Dafu left alone, 1-3. Bomb dropped in the open. And to isolate these fights, he's had a door there on the scoreboard graphic just there. No bomb plants beyond the pistol round. The aggression, though, for both teams. 1-for-1 trade at the moment. Manx, he thinks about going for the duel, but Calyx.
Goodness me. This is very surprising, honestly. And I think something that could be difficult to deal with. You know, relentless aggression on the CT side was very much Vertigo of old, I would argue. Oh, Flame's a little bit weird there. Wolfie does manage to get it done.
It's their best chance yet.
Yeah, absolutely. The only difference being, of course, they are on the weaker weapons. They feel they have to get proactive, and I think that is fair, but as they walk into all these M4s, it's just not going to work. Dafu on the backside does manage to take out Calyx. Will find himself an A1S. Here's the defuse coming in, and he's just going to hold on to that into the next round. So
flashbang comes through. There is one behind sandbags, and XANTARES says, I'm going to be the aggressor here, not you. Pushes out 2 frags through the smoke. There's a new smoke criminal in town, and that's XANTARES.
Goodness me. Absolute filth. And he just gets his sprays almost perfectly. That, you know, we begin to question, and they might begin to question themselves. Manx will take down Calyx, and the B-bomb side is not perfectly defended. They are low on utility. Wolfie's got the smoke here for the cross. Not going to use it as yet. Yeah, just jumps across. Okay, nice and confident. He goes for the reface. That's a smart move, you know. Going to get the bomb down here. 2 versus 3. Certainly not out of the question. Manx on a little bit of a headshot angle. Nobody coming from the flank, so it is not impossible. However, Wolfie goes down a bit too soon. Nade goes in. That should do the job, and it will. So
again is on the cards. Eternal Fire have no interest in relenting, but Dafu finally putting up a defense. 2 frags for him. 5-on-3, but we've seen them lose this before.
3 players, all 3 of them, set up on A. In that little triangle motion, flash comes in. Oh, and that is awkward. Tag lands. Oh, boys.
Manx, he's underneath the window, and imoRR actually jumps over him. Thank God Calyx is there to bail his teammate out. Just Dafu remaining, low HP, and no opportunities. Calyx still
actually taking your own map pick. So really, really worrying
stuff.
The
angle.
Oh, that is gorgeous from Woxic. Oh my goodness, a great spot, a great find. Calyx in for another. Flash is just out in the open, looking to scrap, and well, maybe that's what they needed here. Able to find a double. Calyx goes down to Wolfie, and all of a sudden, we fight fire with fire on that XATIC side.
Yeah, for sure. Finally being able to actually punish the over-aggression. imoRR and Woxic remaining. How did the B-bomb picked apart? No trades. Where's the team play? But it doesn't matter when Dafu is hitting shots like those. Woxic left alone. They have good money in the bank. I think he's going to go for it. And Woxic keep the streak alive. Is 11-0 possible?
Well, you might as well go for it. I think it's going to be tough on the orb. He goes for the outside swing, and the flash.
He's a little bit isolated from his teammates, and soon to be under A lot of pressure. Peeks out. The flashbang is so good. Somehow finds another. Fasher chiming in with 2. Coming over the window position is imoRR as his teammate is on the flank. Keep an eye on xFloud. He's the X factor here. imoRR taking his time, but the flanks on the flanks on the flanks. Dafu coming in from window, catches advantage, peeking wide. Fasher's in the open, can't connect. Nobody's hitting shots. Fasher goes down 1-on-1, sticking the bomb. 3, 2, 1. Dafu not peeking.
Gonna get that at this point, but they are looking to move towards A and hold things together. imoRR with the blind spray through, can't get anything done. Bit more damage maybe. Things are looking good here. Calyx in front of the fire. They do need to be a little bit careful.
Oh, no.
License to get aggressive. It's xFloud nearly with the double. He does deny the bomb plant away and gives some space across. Calyx finding another 2 versus 2. The key frag, and Calyx runs out of ammo. Woxic with the AK, of course, not his preferred weapon. Certainly is capable. Only 11 bullets in the magazine right now. Nobody moving on that. From Sky, I think, has made his way up into Ivy. So this suddenly becomes very, very scary if they can get good timing on it. And of course, with 2 players in towards middle, your A bomb site is left a little weaker. But xFloud on the quick flank, imoRR finding a kill with the spam. This suddenly looks very scary.
Yeah, indeed, and all kind of penned in here on towards ramp, trying to gain some space from this Ivy position, but XANTARES, smoke criminal again doing work, but it's xFloud. Post up on the angle, Daphne not thinking about facing the flash, can't connect, and the shots are even better from Eternal Fire. 5-on-3, starting to wrap this B bomb site. Where's the response here from XANTARES? They're going down immediately. Not a contest so far. Fasher does prime 1, but there's way too much work to do. Eternal Fire, they are on an absolute tear here on Vertigo. Momentous result. We're going to flash for his 4. Group together, XANTARES in towards Ivy, his teammate on the ramp side. It's an absolute massacre on the A-bomb side. Just pistols in flank as well.
Knows where the weaknesses may lie. Flash comes in straight into the Tech 9 though, so a little bit risky. imoRR will make sure Wolfie goes 1 for 1, but they've got a lot of presence there. Bird from Sky gets clapped out. That's an important kill. There's armor for xFloud. He didn't take a lot of damage. He's found Manx. Oh, no. 3-on-2 then. The bomb is actually starting to rotate back. I think Dafu hears some of this. Fasher's going to go down. Dafu looking to catch them off.
Right now, they're taking an absolute mile. XANTARES, again, so aggressive, so much confidence. First frag goes his way. Still 2 on the bomb site. Fasher trying to do work. Can't connect, though. imoRR, how does he survive there? And even finds the frag and Woxic.
Manx will manage to find xFloud. Gonna need a lot more than that, of course. Daffy's the one in on the site. The smoke goes down, and so will he. Manx now the only one left. He's retrieved an AK. There's a couple low HP bars. Might as well go for it and try and pull off something heroic. And the first kill, not taking any damage. And the second. So they do need to be a bit careful. However, Calyx is on the backside, which I think will catch him a little bit off guard. He's going to tap onto the bomb, though. Forces imoRR to make a bit of a move here. In that it could be a fake out will go down. It's Calyx on the backside. This is what I'm saying. The player that might be unknown. He's going to go for the 10-second hold. It certainly will be tough. Calyx has got to make a move in. 2 seconds to go. Spamming away and just no. Language barriers, maybe. Probably. imoRR with a nice one tap to open us up into this exchange. He actually gets 2. Dafu will trade out Calyx, but again, heroics required. Manx is on the B bomb site. Dafu's here with half HP. Woxic will take him down easily. And I think, folks, that might be all she wrote. We'll see. Manx once again required to clutch.
Yeah, the only man left standing between XANTARES and losing their map pick. Vertigo, they love it. They pick it all the time when it's open, but Eternal Fire, safe to say here, too hot to handle. 60 meat grinder, I think, is just about to follow. Turkish players swinging in. First 2 kills go the way.
Flanked out by Fasher here. Look for a kill or 2. Timing, though, going to...
And aggressively here towards long. Looks like Wolfie's going to have a whale of a time. Missing a few shots, actually, but chiming in the end. Free for him. Tapping heads. Just a game of aimbots, isn't it? 2 frags for him. Just
that certain random element in places. Could have gone the other way with the Glock train just spamming away. However, the aggression in from XANTARES. They're not afraid. They're not thwarted. And Fasher even gets the 180 frag. don't know how I feel about it. It's going to, once again, as it always does, throw that.
Switch up. Last time around is aggressive in towards mid, but this time Fasher on the off angle. Where's the trade? Scriv, it's way too late. And Wolfie is ready and waiting. imoRR is in front. Oh!
Is somewhat vulnerable, but scoped in, ready for the peak. Ooh, lands the tag, but gets unlucky. Just through the corner, you can see there the bullet hole in the wall, just through the corner of the wall. XFloud will therefore take him down. So 3 versus 2 and a vulnerable A bomb site now. Definitely not out of the question. 20 seconds. Dafu going to have to go large once again.
Yeah, but we've already seen it though. He loves playing this position, loves the off angles. On the wide, so we can see perfectly. XFloud swinging in. Where's the trades? Is so late. Is Woxic.
Just bird from Sky. We'll spot the shadow of the first, but can't get the kill. And I think that's a save, to be honest. They do have money available if they want to go for it. It's also a tough one. He only sees like the one player. It could be a lurking presence. There's only 10 seconds anyway. So yeah, will be the save. Woxic needs to be a little careful here. Will go down quite easily in fairness, but nonetheless, that is going to be the first round for it.
Behind this one moving forward. ECSTATIC saving those guns over.
Quite work. Can't get the banger. And therefore, a fully fledged 5-on-5 retake going to be a little bit tough. They don't have a lot of utility. 3 flashes is all for ECSTATIC. So really rough stuff. Woxic's found a wall bang, and that might just start to seal the deal here. Push comes in, all the bodies falling, and Eternal Fire have turned it around. Wolfie finds one, but now he has to hightail from Eternal Fire to be able indeed to turn the round on its head. Fasher wins the fight against XFloud. So a nice keen opener. Oh, gotta be careful. He'll be able to make it out for now. Maybe re-aggress in. Ingles spots him out at long. Calls for the assistance and even puts up a defense of his own. Able to find the first. Flashes coming over the top. There's only 10 seconds, by the way. That is the bomb that's hit the deck there. So really, really difficult now for them to get back in. Burst from Sky finding another. There's only 5 seconds. Woxic and Calyx will manage to get it through. The bomb plant just in time. It does set up Woxic for the 1 versus 2. I was going to say maybe he gets overwhelmed, but Manx goes a bit too fast. Wolfie waiting. If he pulled the trigger, he might have gotten away with it. Not going to be the case, though, so we are back into the 1v1.
Certainly feels like advantage. Woxic has been able to reposition in towards the toilets area, and Wolfie, he's got a lot of angles to clear here on that AWP. There is a smoke for the bomb. As we know, spamming the bomb on the AWPs can be a little silly in towards mid now. XFloud looking the wrong way, actually, there. Under pressure, quickly traded.
Maybe on the way out of things, but a little bit of an anticlimactic finish. Here we go. Some action coming in. XANTARES does get dinked up pretty heavily. They're not able to take him down, but, you know, frightening, putting the fear of God into the man. Either way, 4th round for Eternal Fire, and yeah, a very, very...
The aggression, the team play is looking so much sweeter, and Fasher called upon again. XANTARES is so late in terms of the trade, and Fasher punishes. Great round from the Dutch player, and Wolfie stands strong as well. 3-on-2 already. Eternal Fire feeling worse for wear. Fire maybe.
To come up with something. They have found multiple ways of smashing said wall down, but this time the B-rush is going to come in. They're more than ready once again. Big damage on the nade, big frag for Dafu before he gets traded out. Now into the 4-on-4, and Eternal Fire looking a little unsure of how to approach things.
Getting very chaotic here on the site. Smokes laid down. Bird from Sky finds one, but XFloud swinging into the water position. This is on an absolute knife edge. Bird from Sky is not aware that there's a player on the jail side. Now it's just Wolfie remaining. Top performer.
Such a good job of playing around and making sure not to give the game away. Wolfie has no idea.
As this round goes, having an absolute field day. Another opportunity. Can't connect. Fasher. Let's try and help his buddy out, but it doesn't work. Wolfie forward in the open. Nice entries.
We're back towards short, though, of course, where the vast majority of Eternal Fire are coming in. Manx with the off angle. Immediately clapped out. And that might just be a deciding factor. Dafu, oh my goodness, they've overlooked him, and he comes in for the double. XANTARES, though, crisp as ever, chimes in for his third. 10 seconds remaining. Bird from Sky going to look to close the gap here with the pistol out. Knows that he's relatively low. He escapes around the corner, and I've read into the fact that, you know, this is going to be a round where you perhaps move a bit looser. Calyx is the sacrifice for Woxic. He was definitely going to go down there with nade in hand, and Woxic's looked away from the angle, giving some control back across. 40 seconds, man advantage, and a desperate B hit on the way.
Yeah, indeed. Wolfie having a whale of a time in terms of the re-aggression, and now the information, the numbers starting to lean over, the nades landing in towards short, and It's going to be a tough time here for these CTs to get out, but the frags are too good. They peek right into the crosshairs, and
in fairness, but all the same, worth considering moving forward.
Now, if the last round was a mixed bag by what on earth is this from ECSTATIC? 4 pistols in play, Max aggressively on towards B, finds one. Somehow Wolfie wins out in that trade, and Woxic seems to have heated up here. Towards the latter stages of this first half, Fash is still in long toilets on the off angle. XCloud not clearing. That was his opportunity, and X
Just to spot the play around the corner, I think he did. To go for the wide peek into it. Dafu, not ready. Now just Manx. Nearly saw him pull off a clutch of this caliber over on Vertigo. Couldn't quite get it done. He's found the first into this one. Here's XANTARES running away. But XANTARES is trying to, you know, bait him out, fake him out, really.
back on the T side. And now we join ourselves in the second half. imoRR up close. Eagles in hand. First frag goes his way. Swiftly traded, though. Dafu, beautiful shots. That Glock in hand. Sitting back of these CT side now, but the flank is coming in from Woxic. Maybe that could be the difference maker.
Certainly is possible. Bomb goes down. Woxic on that backside. In hand. Quick flick onto the first. XANTARES knows where Dafu is. And he's like, come on, man. Give me the peek. Get out of here. Move. Join your teammate or something. It's a tough one to clear on your own. There it is. Dafu does peek into XANTARES, but XANTARES is the one who ends up not being ready. Flash comes round. There is a kit available. And Woxic, sorry, trying to move towards that. One left. ECSTATIC. Well, looking anything but at the moment. A little stuck for ideas. Woxic going to find Fasher out towards long. And now what? They've got the money available, but it does feel somewhat futile. 18 seconds to break into the site. Wolfie able to find one. Woxic keeps on chiming in, though. And they just have no time, bro. This crossfire should be enough to get the round, and I think they know it. Bird from Sky and Wolfie going to turn away. Get out of here. Save what they have into the next round. All good in terms of effect.
On the edge is spawning out that head. Nothing for the moment. Peeking in Calyx, ready and waiting in towards the sandbag's position. Finds the first, gives up that control. Now imoRR comes into play, and maybe he won't even get checked. And Manx, I think he might even get caught off guard there, but the headshot was just too good. 4-on-4, and Bomb is making its way over towards A.
Nasty stuff for sure. Again, still hangs in the balance. We've got 2 players ready and waiting for this one. Wolfie spots the player out. However, XANTARES, oh, if he got checked, he does get traded quickly, but he looks away from low HP bars. Manx looking to push into him. Wolfie as well, going to go for the peak. Calyx reads it. Manx will take him down, and now into the 2-on-2.
All 4 players such low on the HP bars. Pushing up, though, is XCloud. Getting in behind Manx, and Manx is first to fall. The plant is ticking a long way down, and Bird from Sky connects with the first shot. There's only a few seconds remaining.
Either way, 7 in a row required from Eternal Fire. And indeed, we'll see what they're able to do. Bird from Sky going to find the first. Maybe we are not going to get that game extension that Eternal Fire so desperately wants.
XCloud, nice reply. XANTARES somehow coming off the top of connector finds another for himself.
Fasher on the backside as well could be massive. Oh, great flick. That right eye peak, of course, helping him out a little bit. Calyx and XCloud, though, with their flanks through, are able to make things a 1 versus 3 for Manx. Again, in the clutch. Has been quite keen in it. Has yet to really pull off a major one. Will be heard, will be spotted, but they line up for him. Oh, and he's got them both with hardly any damage. He knows where XCloud is coming from. Going to try and bait things out. XCloud, no kit. Gets off it quickly. There's no time. And Manx will get it done. XCloud finds him, but the game is over. Map 3 required here between XCloud and perhaps set up the apps pop that has been slowly but surely pushing forwards. Fasher picking up Calyx as well, continues to sell the fact. imoRR, you know, playing out in the corner, gets timed on, maybe needed to spin around as he heard those footsteps coming in. It's fallen apart. Fasher's just killed them all on B. Rotation even coming in from the like. Scary stuff, very, very scary stuff. The moves, contacting their way in, trying their best to not give as much information. Oh, the 5-7 for imoRR is a little awkward. He does get one, but it should have been easier than that, you have to say. It's
meant to bring the rifles out. Just paint 2 fraggers out before the nades have been committed. The flashes are brilliant. Only now, though, they're starting to connect.
Oh, Really peeking too wide, those. And Tires with another nade. Oh, Fasher goes down. Dafu eats the vast majority of the damage as well. So really solid stuff here for Eternal Fire. 30 seconds left. 2 remain on that C side, and they have a hell of a job to do. Flash comes around. Dafu does well to find one, honestly. Wolfie has managed to pick up a single frag. He's not really fancying his chances. He knows that he's very susceptible to a smoke push. This is a good read, though. Probably, expecting the one player, misses his shot, lands the second one. However, he's not expecting the second, but he hears the flash come in. So he could do some serious damage here. Woxic holding the crack.
Molly comes out first, Flash comes second. Calyx around new box, and Antares peeks off his contact. Dafu, though, stands strong. Under pressure, he finds 2, but look at the HP bar on some of these terrorist players. It was a 4-on-3.
You know, the thing is, they don't have all the information that these players are as low as they are. XFloud will take out Dafu as he tries to get aggressive. Wolfie has to do a lot of the heavy lifting here then. But they've not given themselves enough time, Alan. This, very strange. Very strange. I think Wolfie has potential to go down to the bomb. Nah, okay, so...
Hands Dafu. Bomb's still yet to come over, and imoRR is still in boiler. Important frag. Second one's even better. Still trapped out of mid of Fasher, and his teammates now rotating over for just a second there. It looked brilliant for a static when they had the side control, but imoRR in boiler. What a monster performance from him.
Man, this Eternal Fire team, they might be down at the moment and, you know, still potential for XANTARES to take a hefty lead going into the second half, but they make you work so... Woxic going to be put under a little bit of pressure here. It's Calyx that goes down. Woxic on his trusty P2K, able to keep it rolling. Bird from Sky, bakes out the shot from him. He's going to land, and he just about makes it around the corner. Long smokes to try and fake it out, but XCloud not buying it. Ready and waiting. Great smoke for him to work with. Woxic's going to find 2 here. Oh my goodness, it's an absolute bloodbath. Mank's the only one left. Still needs to be careful. Might not be expecting so many on the contact. They're going to go running past him. No, he runs into 1, 2. Oh, and the flash is perfect. XANTARES keeps it rolling. Surely got to go down here, but no. Okay, finally dealt with, but not before he's dished out all the damage. A recovery of AKs here for Wolfie and Bird from Sky, but it is Bird from Sky who managed to get away, managed to push forward, and might just be able to save the round. Not going to be the case. All onto Wolfie. Naded it down to 34 HP. 3 to find with no bomb plant, so not looking too good. And there it is. imoRR will take his head clean off. And Eternal Fire don't have anything up their sleeve with the A stack. It's XANTARES in at boiler, and he's only able to get 1. XCloud slightly aggressive here. Ooh, will catch them on an awkward timing. Bird from Sky low. There goes the bomb. They were rotating back or something. They've overthought it. imoRR on the backside has dropped Wolfie, and again, another great round slips away from XANTARES down middle.
Yeah, 5 on A as well. Nobody on towards B, so all the eggs in this basket, and imoRR clicking head to the start. Calyx as well. 4 on 2 already. The aggression from XANTARES was bold. It was aggressive. It was hopeful, let's say, and it...
For it, actually, he's looking to drop away and just take the armor and the pistol into the next round. I know some people... No. And Eternal Fire, you know, they've already pulled off something pretty incredible in that first map. Nice flash in, though. It's Fasher with 2. Could be large. Could be very large indeed. He's the only player with the Deagle in hand. So maybe needs to upgrade a little bit. He's actually dropped the Deagle across the Bird from Sky, and he's just on the USP to hold things. They can't get their hands onto the rifles, which is the difficult thing here.
Yeah, spreading out as well, Eternal Fire. Only Fasher. Spreading out B is now Eternal Fire. Think about grouping. That's the way to play. Get all the numbers over here towards B. It's only Fasher in defense, 23 HP, USP in hand. Unless he chains those dinks together and scriv the Kobe. It's too good. Falls immediately. Looked like a great opportunity for XANTARES, but now with no nades, no kits, no rifles. Little opportunity, I think, for this retake, unless Bird from Sky pulls off some heroics, connects, but not the kill. Stabilizing here our Eternal Fire.
Yeah, absolutely. Really solid job. Manx on the USP. Wolfie with the CZ. Some players definitely proficient on this weapon and can be pretty nasty given the opportunity, but I think finding said opportunity is going to be incredibly difficult for Wolfie. I did say some players are pretty good on it. He gets his hands onto a Galil. There's not really a lot of time, so if he wants to go for it, yeah, now would be the point where you start rushing in. Decides against it. Gonna look to pull the Galil into the next round, but the aggressive angles, and Zara's not really giving him anything to work with. We get a
that long side, and Bird from Sky soon to see the barrel as Woxy peeks back in. A bit of damage exchange is pretty awkward. Posted up, but XANTARES actually comes back in time, so it was a nice kill. The problem is there's so many players in defense. 15 seconds. How do you round the bomb site? How do you get the bomb down here? Smoke is going to buy some space to play with, but 28 seconds remaining. They know where the plan is. And
right, but they have a big following Eternal Fire. Wolfie. Oh, it maybe is not the best sacrifice. Smoke's coming in. They'll move very quickly off the back of the imoRR to take the head of Dafu clean off. 4 on 3. 10 seconds left, but the faces keep on coming through, trying to deny the bomb plant. It's so close. However,
what are you going to do? Eternal Fire. You're going to flash through this one. Indeed, they will. Bird from Sky under pressure, and he cannot connect. Fashion now behind the pillar. It's not a great position, and how? 5 players alive for Eternal Fire. Lots of money.
A peek out. What's the game plan? Smokes, the flash, in for one. That's maybe all they need. Bird from Sky up close and personal. Going to get taken down, but Fasher was there quickly to trade, keeping the man advantage. Which way are we going here? Fasher a little bit stuck, able to make it round the corner. He's called for some support as well. Still so hard to call. Down he goes. Wolfie on the edge of the smoke. Going to look to deny the bomb plant. Able to do so. Drops away. There's not a lot of time, but they just about get it in. It does leave the players isolated. Calyx, though, will take out Wolfie on the reface. XANTARES drops Manx. And Dafu is the only one left against 2.
No money in the bank. He's got to go for this. No kit in play either. There's a few on the ground. Needs to recover those. Calyx behind new box. XANTARES is very low, but he's in a good afterplant here. On towards Banana. Daffy, you've got to win this. Your money will be personal on these pistols. Molly's going to flush the first out of position. It's a good trade in the end. Molly doing the work. Molly doing the leg work. As X-Floud peeks out. 2 massive frags. A-bomb site. No defenders remaining. And XANTARES. What do you do here? Do you save? They're not even going to be allowed to save as Calyx finish.
Oh, nice nade damage to come in fairness. However, it is the rifles doing most of. So we'll see what the deal is. Of course, they start to push up middle here. X-Floud going to find Wolfie. Look how low they all are, though. The 5-7 could go massive here. Manx in for a double. They need to deal with this carefully. Nade comes down even to make life a little bit more awkward. The pre-fire there from XANTARES, again, able to bail them out. Bomb plant will come through. Dafu through the smoke is finished. And Eternal Fire are the first team to move forwards to the semi-finals.
Very